Hello, welcome to the morning show with me, Martin King.
And me, Aisling O'Loughlin. Coming up today, you've seen the American version in the trailer for the new movie Magic Mike. But what is life really like for an Irish male stripper? And how did his mammy react when he told her?
Like, stripping out houses, like, or, like, how, but sure you're a carpenter, like, and I was like, no, man, I'm talking about stripping for the ladies, like.
We're going to be chatting to three men who strip for a living. It's hard to miss the trailer for the new movie Magic Mike, which is currently running on TV. All bulging biceps and flexing abs. It makes the world of the male stripper look far more glamorous than the full Monty ever did.
Well, how close is it to reality, and what are people's reactions when you tell them you're a male stripper? Jay Abbey has been stripping for 8 years, but it wasn't easy telling his family at first.
I remember a day I came home from work because I'm a carpenter, and I was sitting in the kitchen one day and I was like, Mum, I think I'm going to try something else for a while. And she was like, oh, lovely son, that sounds good. She was making a cup of tea and she was like, well, what are you thinking? She was thinking maybe I was going to go into sports or something. And I was like, well, I'm going to try my hand at stripping. And I remember looking at me first of all, and kind of what everyone says when I first say, like, stripping out houses, like, or, like, how, but sure you're a carpenter, like. And I was like, no, man, I'm talking about stripping for the ladies, like. And she was sipping on the tea, just went silent, and then I think she just thought, well, he comes out with mad stuff anyway, so I think she just said she'd humour me and just said, oh, that's lovely. And we went on about it, and then she only started to see that I was really up for it when I started bringing home all the costumes.
Great story. And joining us now are Jay Abbey and Anthony Brady, who perform a Top Gun style act, and Leo Manika of strip group The Chain Gang. You're all very welcome to the show. Jay, I take it then you've got to work out all the time for this.
Yeah, you have to keep. Well, you have to be the eye candy, I suppose, for what the ladies want to see. And if they don't, at home, they probably don't have the muscles and the six-pack, so when they come to the show, you have to kind of provide them with that. Because you
do get guys who show up to see the shows as well, and will look for any kind of fault so that they can slag you off.
Oh, of course, like the lads, you always have the lad down the back drinking the pint, and he's kind of looking over the corner of his eye just to see, to make sure you're in shape, you know, because if you're not in shape, he'll let you know.
Now tell us, how did you get into this?
Well, 10 years ago, I was very much into the gym, and after a couple of months, you know, all the time and dedication and food that I was consuming, it was costing me quite a lot of money, and I was like, maybe I can get something back out of this. So through the college years of getting through college, I was doing it on the weekends, Fridays and Saturdays. So I took from there and just got into it from there.
What was the first time like? That's what I'm interested in.
The first time was a couple of vodkas, bit of courage. It was actually a good starter for me. I'd an English group of hens that came over. There was 20 of them, and they were all dressed up as bunnies.
That's a good starter.
It was a good start. I had a couple of vodkas, and yeah, it made it much easier for me, you know. So I think it's very good. You're catching people at their best moment. They want you to do well, and they want you to put on a performance. So they're happy to see you do well. So it makes it a lot easier, especially when they're cheering and screaming.
Okay, you and Jay have worked together on a couple of different things.
A long time. We're together since Jay started. I'm doing it 10 years, and Jay's doing it about 8. So since we've been doing double acts all through the years together.
A lot of mad stories.
We train together, we do everything together.
Which one of you got his bum bitten?
Oh, that was you.
That was me, at the show in Sligo a couple of years ago. The woman just went crazy on stage, nobody could hold it. Security was there, but it was too late. So I was about to take my boxers off and she was on.
Whoa!
Yeah.
So did the whole show have to stop?
Well, they did stop, yeah, yeah. And I have another time, we were doing a show in Dublin here, and she came to Caesar, another woman, just to take the G-string off, so it can be a little bit risky.
Do you ever just feel like slabs of meat being used and abused by women?
No.
After that, no. After
they,
being bitten on the bum and having his G-string.
On the other side of it, there are the bad stories, but you see that there's a lot of theatrical, you know, choreographed shows that we put on. So I was saying to the guys before we come in, like, you know, a fireman tells a story, and you're unrevealing the story as you're taking off the costume. So the fireman has, you know, Bonnie Tyler, I Need a Hero. You come out there, you do the show, and you know, you do the fireman's lift and you reenact the mouth-to-mouth resuscitation like a fireman would, and then you got your NYPD has the handcuffs and the torch. So it's a story for each one with the music choreographed. So that would be the good side of it. So it's not all slabs of meat. So
you've got a variety of costumes, but on occasion, in fact one occasion, you had to dress up as priests.
That was actually a funny story. Myself and Anthony were asked to, dress up as two priests to come and get this girl who would not be up for any type of stripping whatsoever. And obviously, if we walked in the costumes, she'd be out the door. So they had started this little story up to the woman in the parish, because it was in the back of Ballygo Nowhere, this town was, and she was big into the church, so they started telling her there's going to be 2 new parish priests arriving fairly soon. Oh yeah. So me and Anthony arrived down on the Saturday evening. She was in the pub, and of course we got her in the middle of us, and she started asking Anthony about where'd you serve your time or whatever, what parish were you in, and we were kind of like so then in the end we just grabbed her up, lay her on the ground, and of course she just went absolutely solid because she was just not into this at all. But we started stripping off anyways, and the funniest moment was when we were just down to the G-strings, and Anthony was giving her some religious trusting towards the face area, and I just happened to look over my shoulder, and I seen these 3 nuns.
And I can't say they waited till the G-strings.
Yeah,
didn't leave at the start.
They leave at the start, but I seen the 3 nuns making a beeline for the door, so all we could think of to say was, look everybody, it's nuns on the run. And they were out the door, so that was one of
Leo, how did you get started in this?
Well, I was very good at dancing since I was a little kid. Back in the 80s was the break dance. So from there I moved on to podium dance, and I traveled in Europe. I was dancing in Germany, I was in France, I was in England, and somebody suggested, would you not go for an audition for a strip show? I never knew how is this, you know, like exotic dancing from break dance and hip hop going to that was a little bit, you know. So I went in and I showed them what I can do, and was good enough for them, and they took me on, and I'm ever since.
You're with the Chain Gang?
Yeah, I'm with the Chain Gang for nearly 12 years now.
Wow.
Okay, and we hear you're a great man for the sunbeds, but we want to know what goes into the grooming for this job. So we've got a little clip here from the movie Magic Mike, and it kind of gives us a little bit of an insight into your world, we think.
All right, lads, the grooming. He was shaving his legs, probably using his sister's razor. She found G-strings, didn't know what to think. So how much grooming
I had a
goes
similar
in?
situation, except my mum caught me.
Your mum?
Was shaving my legs. I think she was relieved then. No, nobody listened. No. But no, you do have to do a serious amount of male grooming, because the girls have absolutely no problem telling you if you're not up to scratch.
So do you wax off anybody hair?
I tried waxing it once, and that was enough for me.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
That was it was too.
Far too painful.
I thought waxing was bad. You try an epilator was the most painful thing I ever enjoyed.
Agony.
It's very painful.
And do you do the sunbeds?
Oh, you do sunbeds, yeah.
Oh yes, yeah.
Of course.
How
yeah.
often?
Well, in the winter time, maybe 2 times a week. In the summertime,
That's a
because
lot.
going on holiday, oh yeah, I have to look nice, and you know.
Are you not afraid for your skin?
But this is my job. What's required to look best. So.
What about fake tan?
I use the fake tan.
Go on.
You have to.
You have to, yeah. Fake tan?
Fake tan, yeah, sure, why not? Has to be done, you know. No one likes the Milky Bar kid.
Okay. Well, some do. Some might. We discovered that Leo had his bum bitten, okay? And this is a thing that, like I was only discussing with some of my friends last night, excuse me. If a guy goes to a strip show, there's an opinion laid on him. If a woman goes, it's just for a bit of fun. But if guys go, it's very seedy, they're looked upon as pervs. It's quite different. And yes, Peter Stringfellow has said that when Wednesday nights come round in his clubs and it's just ladies' night and the guys are on, he has to triple security to protect the guys. We know that you actually had your bum bitten. Have you guys been assaulted?
Yeah, we've had loads of situations where you'd kind of be looking over at the security and you'd be kind of like, get in here quick, like, because the girls, like, they just think they can grab what they like. You know?
Do you think there are double standards there?
Oh yeah, like a lad goes to a female strip show, like you'll be hands under. Do you know what I mean? Plus they wouldn't dare anyways. They grip the point hard, you know. But the girls, the hands go everywhere. They just want to.
But normally in those situations, there will be a doorman close by to make sure that the guy doesn't touch the girl.
Yeah.
Whereas when the girls are sitting down to watch you guys do your thing, if they decide to grope, there's nobody there to protect you.
Yeah, I think people just feel it's kind of...
Be pardon the pun.
Yeah,
And
it's
Anthony,
acceptable.
It takes it takes a lot of talent to get in there and to entertain the troops, let's say, because I've been at the other side where you've got a stripper who's a bit shy, and you know, you don't really get what you're looking for. But just give us an idea of how much effort goes into the performance side of things.
If you're prepped, if you're lacking a little bit of confidence, okay, you can be brought further. If you're ready on the day to go out and do a performance, if you've done your routines and your choreograph and you're good, and you're prepped and you're tanned and you're shaved and everything is in its place, the confidence should come. You have to have a certain amount of confidence, but some more confidence, a boost should come from being ready and ready for action when you go out to do a show, you know.
And Leo, you have been all over Europe.
That's correct.
But you find
yeah.
the Irish ladies in particular are very enthusiastic.
Well, I have to say, when I do the shows here in Ireland, there's really madness in there. The minute they step on stage, they just go crazy. In Ireland, it seems like they really want this more than anywhere else, because back in Europe, they have been seeing Chippendales many times or other groups from around. But in Ireland, when we go out there, it is fantastic.
Okay, well, I think we've got some more clips from Magic Mike. Have any of you seen the movie Magic Mike?
Yeah, I did see the movie, yeah. It's my job, and I wanted to go to have a look.
This is Leo in action.
Yeah.
All right.
As you can see, he's a fine behind.
Perfectly choreographed.
You saw Magic Mike?
Yeah, I did, yeah. It's my job, and I wanted to have a look to see I might learn anything else from it.
Do you think it'll be good for business?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people will start to see our job differently from different angles now.
Okay. Okay, Jay, can I ask you, has California been good for business?
Yeah, you get an awful lot of people that will want the guy from the telly to be stripping at their mum's 50th or 60th, you know.
Okay.
You've been mobbed, haven't you?
Yeah, it's just be funny the amount of 50 and 60-year-olds that actually want Jay from California to go and strip for their birthday, you know.
And you're off to Santa Ponsa next.
Yeah, we're off to Santa Ponsa next, and no doubt it's going to be mayhem in Mallorca, I'd say, you know. Everyone's a bit more...
Okay, well, we won't see what goes on there till about September, October?
Yep, we'll be back on the screens in September, October.
Okay. Has the team changed in attitude?
Yeah, without everyone's a bit more comfortable with each other, and the only way I could kind of put it, I remember at the start of the first one I was like, this is all going to end in tears. I would say by the end of the next one, it's all going to end in charge sheets.
You reckon? Okay. That makes me look forward to it even more.
You're intrigued. Well, thank you so much for coming in and telling us about your strip routines.
Thanks for having us.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Okay, good to see you, Jay, Anthony and Leo. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.